Beautiful people of YouTube, my name is Oliverkatt, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Cubic Castles. So, I've actually been going pretty hard on this game. As you can see, my realm, if you guys remember it from my last Let's Play, there's nothing in it. Nothing in it. But I've spent about 32 hours in this game, and I was visiting other people's realms, and I noticed that the majority, or the most common way to get money in this game, besides going out in the realms and like mining, is actually by running your own shop. So I decided to make my own shop in my realm. I made it a smaller one so I can maintain inventory. It's not done yet. I still gotta fill it up with stuff that I'm gonna sell. But you already see that I have like, I built this all by myself, and you already see that that I'm starting to put stuff in the what is it, the shelves, little display cases. And I've seen some pretty awesome realms playing the game, and hopefully I can get ones like that. But till then, I'm gonna just run a little shop so I can, maintain small inventory, because it's just gonna be me doing it. And then outside of my shop, I've done some other things. Okay, right. I'm gonna open up a hole over here. Right now, I built this so if you warp in here through my portal, you can't get out, because I have no way of protecting my chest. Well, I have a way of protecting my chest, but I'm using they're sentries, little tokens you put on your chest that lock your chest to you. These things right there. I have a few of them, but I'm selling them. So I was able to craft all the workshop tables, or whatever they're called, and they actually took a lot. This one right here is actually worth excuse me, I'm still a little sick from the cold I had. The extractor is actually worth 550 cubes, which is a currency in the game. If you guys don't know, I feel like I'm like letting you guys know all this. You guys like, what the hell are you talking about, Oliver? Well, their currency is the cubits, and this is like one of their most expensive crafting tables. You could actually make it, but I'm thinking about making a few of them and selling them in my shop for cheap. You can buy this in the Cubic store, which is why it's like so. But yeah, I'm considering selling distillers and extractors. They take a lot to make. I'm surprised. The crafting in this game really goes in depth. I was not expecting it to do that. Excuse me. And you see here that I have a whole bunch of chests with like all my. Yeah, open this up. All the stuff like I'm getting ready to sell. Like I'm trying to collect as much of it as I can. And over here. Now I'm debating. See, here are the rest of the sentries. I only have 5 so far, 6 counting the one I'm using for this chest. But here is like my raw minerals. I'm debating whether or not I want to sell them raw, or in bars, or as like cog pieces, material pieces to make other machines. So I'm debating whether or not I want to do that. But here is that. I'm gonna show you guys this in a second. Here are like a bunch of the tools that I made, and this is my farm. Now if you look closely, they should be sprouting soon. This side already started sprouting. We're gonna wait a little bit, but you can actually farm in this game, and I didn't know that, and it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to collect materials and use them to sell. So what I have here is 2 rows of 50, actually 1 row of 50. What I did is I took two bushes and stacked them on top of each other, so every 40 minutes to an hour I will get 50 of one type of fruit. Oh, look, they're sprouting right now. And right now I guess we're hitting around the 40 minutes to an hour mark. See, they start to sprout. Finally, I wanted to catch this on video, them sprouting, so you guys know they do actually grow while you're in the house. So it's gonna grow all the way down here, and when it gets to here, because it does it by how recent you've picked them, obviously. When it gets to down here, I know that my rubber tree plants are gonna come out soon. And let me actually show you what how much resources I've gotten so far. So we're gonna open up these chests. See here that I got 364 chili peppers. Yum berries. What's in here? Come on. These are sunberries, right? Sunberries, yeah. I don't know the names of all of them yet. Frostberries and cotton to make clothes. So I have been saving up. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing so far. Right now, my goal is to try and fill up the shop with items. I actually was merching a few items. I was able to buy this red hat and these 2 top hats for cheap, and I'm able to make a profit out of them when I open up the shop. I'm probably gonna go bug. Let me see if he's on right now. Friends, yeah, he is online right now. I can't even talk straight. English just doesn't work for me today. Oh, by the way, there is no music in the game, so enjoy the track that I decided to play from Animal Crossing Wild World. So, yeah, this is what I've been doing in this world. You can't believe that this whole place, at first, I had taken lava and, like, the mountain block to make it look like Mordor, and I'd covered this whole place in, like, black tiles and lava. So oh, guess who's here? Hi, puppy. Hi. Puppy. Recording. So, yeah, I covered this whole place in, like, mountain block and lava, and I made, like, a mountain with, like, lava coming out of it and stuff like that. But I decided, I want to take it all out, and Puppy actually helped me out. It only took, like, about an hour to do it, to take it out. It took me, like, 3 or 4 hours to put it in. I got you a hat to put in your shop. No way. No way, thanks, dude. Oh, shit! How much was that? I don't even know the price of that. What is it? Ram horns. Oh, ram horns. So how cool is that? Puppy actually got me a ram hat so I could sell in my shop. I could actually make a pretty decent profit off of that too. Awesome. So yeah, thank you very much, Puppy. I really appreciate that. That's pretty awesome of you. So my plants have fully grown in. So now it's actually time to pick them. Now, like I said, from each row, I get about 50, except for the yum berries. The yum berries have like a multiplier per sometimes with I guess like a bush of 1 yum berry, you can get like 2 or 3 instead of 1 like normal. But I actually have this ability that you unlock called a tractor. So when you mine an item or you pick a plant, it leans to you, like it is attracted to you, and it only goes like a certain extent. Like it won't go all the way to you, but it'll like stop in front of you. And I can't tell if it's a good or a bad thing, because when I'm mining, it's an okay thing, but when I'm farming here, like they don't reach all the way to me, and sometimes if I go too fast, they'll pass right behind me. And if you're like auto-clicking this like a robot, it's kind of like bad for you, because then you have to stop, turn back around, pick it up, and come back again. So yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be doing to make money, and with all these resources, I can make like potions, I can make raw rubber, anything that involves, oh, someone just entered my realm, anything that involves rubber. I'm having such a hard time trying to speak today. Now, people entered my realm. I opened my realm to anyone right now, so if people were interested in buying stuff, they could. So, yeah, so far I've been playing this game for about 30 some odd hours. It's recorded somewhere on Steam. And Puppy's back. And I'm actually surprised at how much you can actually do. The crafting is really different when it comes to Minecraft, because I feel like the crafting in Minecraft, eventually it just becomes very memorizable, and it's just simple. Here it does have some kind of difficulty to it. Maybe that's because I'm just new and I can't memorize them all just yet. But it's pretty interesting. I'm actually about to hit level 13 soon, so I want to keep on recording. I know watching me pick fruits out of my, oh, I hate it when I do that, out of my farm isn't the most interesting thing for you to be watching, but I want to show you guys, like, you can actually make an awesome profit off of this. And just think about it, you don't have to go, if you decide to play this game or whatever, blah blah, or if you do play this game, you won't have to to go to realms anymore to get berries or cotton. It's all going to be growing right there in your realm. I should stop giving you guys ideas because I won't be able to make money if I'm telling you guys to make farms all on your own. This did take me, I mean, it was quick, essentially. Making it was quick, the whole farm layout. But it took me a little time gathering everything, probably around 30 to 40 minutes to gather 25 of everything, and then another 30 to 40 minutes to gather another 25 of it. Being that I'm getting 50 for everything. And sorry, I got distracted by what was going on in the announcements. Now, one thing that I kind of have a gripe about in this game is keeping your items safe actually costs you money. There's two ways of doing it. One was the sentries that I showed you earlier in the video, the little tokens that you can put on your chest. They will lock them to everyone but you, so you will only have access to it. Second method is by buying another realm and locking that door to everyone but you. Both of those methods cost actual money. So I'm actually lucky enough to have found someone like Puppy who I can trust running in and out of my place, and he's not gonna take anything, so thank you. But I've actually had some close calls because I'm trying to run the shop, and an issue will be for me to get people over here because I don't have the holla thingies. I know, they're really funny called, but basically, essentially what they are is, you see how this little line of text right here says click the hollow warp? It's basically like a notification that you can send out to the world saying, hey, I have a shop, come here, visit, blah, 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 blah. And that costs money. Those are items that cost money. God damn it, I did it again. Those are items that cost money. So the way I've been doing it is I'll walk around in the realm. I won't go to other people's realms and invite people over. I won't. But I'll walk in the overworld, and I'll invite people in. Problem is, to get them all the way back, God, I freaking did it again. To get them back to my place, the quickest way is to teleport. So what I do is I tell them to add me, and then I allow anybody to come in. Now, by adding me, they're automatically my friend, so when I get them in here and they teleport to me, I'm usually behind the wall that I have set so no one can get through. And they teleport right here behind the wall where everything they have can get access to if they wanted it, because none of my chests are locked. But one is, the one that's holding the most prize things I have locked, but still, there's a lot of resources here that I can't afford to have stolen. And I actually had an incident where someone wanted to come and buy a few of my items, and I was willing to sell it. So she teleported in, and she teleported behind the wall. I'm over here freaking out. I kicked her, and then invited her back in. She was pissed and didn't buy shit. So I'm trying to figure out a better method of having people, like, get in here. I don't know, like, without the hollow warps, I can't really do anything about it. One thing I can do is actually open up the area where the cash register is, and I can make it so the cash register is completely around the shop, or it's inside the shop, so there's more room. And by doing that, I won't have to teleport, or I won't have to, like, hide behind a wall. I could just walk in there, so I might consider doing that a little later, probably tonight. Personally, I wish there was an option that allowed you that when you opened to everybody, even your friends would teleport in front of the door. So that way, you could be like, alright, you're allowed through, you're not allowed through, blah, 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 blah. Because even though they're your friends, not all of them are your friends. And I've actually seen a lot of incidences in here where people are getting their items stolen from, and I can understand, like, ooh, there's no excuse for stealing someone else's items, and I leveled up, by the way. And I can understand the frustration someone would go through if they lost very expensive items because they trusted somebody who is just willing to steal all their stuff. Let's see. Oh, my camera moved over. My stupid Bandicam. I hate Bandicam so much. Okay, so if you're wondering why I cut and I'm back to farming again, it's because I finished the Let's Play about an hour ago. and I went to go review the video footage, and it's completely corrupted. The way I changed my recording I wasn't able to finish off the Let's Play. So right now, I basically have to redo the last, like, 6 minutes of it. So, there's a whole bunch of things that I did that you guys, like, I have to basically re-explain. So, anyways, there's one thing I want to show you guys that could be a useful tip for you guys, especially for people who don't have sentries or have realms to hide items. On top of that, I want to show you just a little thing I added to my shop. I know I'm still farming, but but I really need to harvest all this stuff. And I'm getting, like, decent XP. Now, you guys missed it. I actually leveled up while I was recording the last 6 or so minutes of that Let's Play. And, I was able to unlock an ability called... I forgot what it was called. But basically, it allows me to get... I have a 5% chance of getting double of what I mined. So I figured that's better than anything else, because being able to get 2 of one thing, even though it's a 5% chance while mining, it's still worth it, especially when you're out there mining, like, ores in realms. Alright, so I finally finished farming the fruits. So I'm gonna put everything back, and you guys get to see how much I have of everything so far. So I have 437 of that. I have 454 of that. And I have 479 of that. And I have some odd number of that. Now we're gonna go. Excuse me. Now we're gonna go collect rubber, which is another arduous and tedious task. I have Puppy running around. As soon as I'm done with this, I promise, I'll show you guys what it is I did. Now, kind of annoying, because I already did this part of the Let's Play. Already did it. But now I have to do it. Ooh! A cubit. Now I have to redo it again. Puppy actually just bought, 1,000 scaffolding blocks. And he put down a bunch all over the place here, and he wants to go pick them up. And apparently when you go pick up scaffolding, it doesn't go back in the inventory, it's just completely destroyed. So he spent however many cubits on those blocks, and he can't get them back, so that's kind of pointless. Why would you sell blocks that you can't pick back up? Huh? Explain that, developers. Explain that. What is the point of scaffolding? By the way, if you like making Let's Plays for this game, if you are a YouTuber yourself, never, ever, never use Bandicam to record this damn game. Bandicam is a good recording software, but never, because you'll end up with corrupted, half-ass ends of Let's Plays that you can't do anything with! Check this out, it looks like we actually have some customers in here. Or people who are just trying to break out of their pen. Horns? Yeah, I might actually make my first sale. Awesome. Look at this. This is why I put a wall in front of my portal, because then you get people like this just trying to break out. Alright, so... made my first sale today, courtesy of Puppy Power. Thanks, Puppy, for that item, dude. 100 cubits right there. Alright, put the cubits in, man. Put their cubits in. The cubits. Cubits. Oh wow, would you look at that? He's actually, the price was 100, but he's actually giving me 104. It's like tip or taxes, whichever way you want to take it. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. How awesome is that? We finally made our first sale. Our first sale! Woo! Alright, let me actually fix this up real quick, and I'll go into talking about what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys, one of the things that I wanted to show you guys, was I was able to take the cash register and kind of like expand it around the shop. Now the reason I did this, if I didn't explain it in the last half of the video, is because I was having trouble trying to make sales with the cash register being on the outside of the shop. Go figure, huh? So there's that. And the only way to actually get through is just by having the ability to move blocks around in my realm and just do this. Now, the important thing I want to show you guys. Now, this is just a little tip for anybody who doesn't have any extra sentries or an extra realm to put safes or to put chests to keep them safe. So, I made this area, and I really didn't want to show it on video because, you know, I didn't want people to know that I had it all out there like that. But I made this area to keep items basically safe. You see, let's say all hell breaks loose, and some player is able to glitch his way through these walls. Well, what is he gonna do? If my chests are still here, chances are he's going to go for the chest and try and take as much as he can. So, usually when you're griefing somebody, at least in my experiences on Minecraft, you're in panic and you're trying to do everything as fast as you can before you get caught. But what I created is a special area where only... One sec. Okay, so like I was saying, sorry, I got a little interrupted and distracted. Like I was saying, I made this area to protect items when you don't have those things. So, the only way to get to this area is if this is under there. Now, usually, when there's people here, I take it out. But, let's put this back and wait for this water to come back up. See how there's a cloud there, right? Gonna wait for it to... There we go. Now, I make sure that the cloud is at the point where it's at its highest. So that way, it's harder to get to. It takes more time. But, if you keep jumping up, it actually leads to this. And this is basically like, it doesn't have to be clouds. You can make it any block you want. I decided clouds because it fits it since it's in the sky. But this is basically what I've been working on. This is where I'm going to keep all my items safe. This is where I'm going to have my own personal house. And just everything that I need is going to be up here. So when I'm not down there farming or selling items, I'm up here crafting and, you know, just doing stuff and keeping items safe. So we are going to jump back down. Now, I just want to explain some things to you. The reason I went about doing this. Now, a person who is stealing stuff out of a chest. See how my chest goes straight up in a row? They're not going to focus on this side. Given the fact that it's white, they're not going to focus. And do you see what I'm like getting at now? The cloud that leads you up there kind of blends in with the surround. Let me move that out of the way. Kind of blends in with the surrounding. So if a player isn't really paying attention, and given the fact that they're not going to be able to build, so that's not even going to be there. If players not paying attention, they won't really know that that's there, and chances are they're going to be scrolling around really fast, not really paying attention. And since the clouds actually blend in with the scenery behind, it's not noticeable for anybody who gets in here. Let's say you do accidentally leave it going. Well, they'll just think it's a sprout, and it's a spout of water that it doesn't lead to anything, because they're not really paying attention to what's there. Unless they have a good eye and they notice there's a cloud right there, then they'll get up there. But that's beside the point. That's if you really screw up. So yeah, that's just a little tip I wanted to show you guys. I know that the game kind of rips you off when it comes to protecting your items, and the best way to do that is to have it somewhere completely different. And that's pretty much the best way I could do it. Just camouflage the clouds with the surrounding background so it's hard for people to see, and make it high enough so people can't see it when they're on the first level. So they already can't tell that there's something there. What is this? What is this block to? Okay, I almost panicked real quick. I saw that block on the floor and saw that wall missing. I'm like, oh wait, there's a window there. So let's see what's going on. Okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, you put the block back right. Making sure that everything's okay here. So I'm gonna end the video at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope there were some interesting tips for you guys if you do decide to play, which I highly recommend the game. Again, my only gripe is the fact that you can't protect your items, and there's no music in the game. Besides that, it's a good game, and it's fun to play. I highly recommend it, and you guys should try it out. I'm going to end the video here. If you liked it, please drop a like. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe, because it helps me out, and I would also appreciate that too, and you would be the best forever's. I'll see you guys later. My name is Oliverkatt, and I'm signing off. Goodbye. Bye.